Hi everybody. Hi Sage. This is a video response to Sword Sage, who posted a video, Greed and Self-Interest, the two main motivators. And it's in reference to what's gone down in the Gulf with BP. And everybody's outcry in regards to it. And I can understand what you're talking about. You're quite right. Everything that we do is all centered around self-interest, including the reason why you're posting this video. The interest in discovery, the interest in learning, the interest in exploring ideas. These are self-interests. We all are motivated that way. I have no qualms about it. The only thing I have problem with is, and I've discussed this with you before via video, is the idea that, what is the idea? The idea that many of us are usurping or bypassing certain aspects of existence that actually limit our activities. Remember, I was talking about liability being a natural sort of delimiter of our activities. And one of the things that I find rather amusing about the whole thing, and you're right, there is a certain dark element to this. It's dark humor, and I can see why one would be driven to laugh. It's simply because one has no alternative unless one wishes to cry. And that aspect of things, the liability that one is forced to pay the consequences, as it were, in regards to making some sort of a mistake or cause a disaster of this nature and a multitude or amplitude. One of the funny things I find about this idea of limited liability was something that was probably generated by people who wanted jobs. The very same thing we were talking about. My job! Yeah, a whole bunch of people were going about probably looking at the potential for jobs if these projects had gone ahead, and they had said, well, we can't do this because we can't really afford to take on that kind of liability. And all the people standing around who were going like this for the jobs were probably going, oh, well, surely we can find some way of, kind of deferring the liability to you. Maybe we can spread it around among us. And laughingly, when something like this occurs, they sit there and point their fingers at BP alone, and they do have to point something at themselves for the same reason, because they've gone and made the attempt of making a gain without having to pay the consequences, thinking that the possibility of such an outcome was minuscule in relation to the immediate and definite return that they're going to get in having these high-paying jobs. Rather than the potential small possibility that something might go wrong. So, again, somebody's playing these numbers games, and it's causing a lot of problems. And we need to go back to reinstating a lot of things that would not require so much of. I mean, when it comes down to it, I've seen you talking about we have to keep these companies from running wild, but in reality, we have to put back things in place that kept them from running wild in the first place. Because the government institutions that we were supposed to have originally had set up were supposed to be simply to make sure that people were held responsible or accountable for their actions. So holding people accountable for their actions is something that's necessary and something that works quite well, as long as you don't have some other system that comes in and tries to bypass it the way we have built it up. Well, that's the way I see it anyways, and limited liability was one of the elements, and I think there are quite a few others that have probably been bypassed, usurped, and short-circuited all total, such as creating a central banking system, blah 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 blah, etc., etc., corporatism, special privilege, on and on and on and on. A whole bunch of stuff that's basically turned our system into one that's conducive to creating the giant monsters that are choking us to death right now. Thanks for the time and thanks for the talk. Interesting stuff. Talk to you later.